Joost and I are in Oaxaca right now, a city and a province in the south of Mexico. We arrived here after a week of difficult cycling through the mountains from Mexico City. And a couple of days ago we came into touch with the World Bank. We have a couple of water projects running in this area. So we were invited to visit one of these projects, and we went up in the hills surrounding Oaxaca. And we had a look there.
So this morning we were picked up by Ricardo, who is the head of the Forestry Commission here in Oaxaca. And he took us up into the mountains just a little bit north of Oaxaca City, the Sierra Juarez. We went to visit the local community there, Santa Catarina Ixtepeji, which is an indigenous community, and they have a project which is running almost 30 years now with the support of the World Bank, which allows them to sustain a living, and water plays an integral part in that. Ricardo started off first by giving an overview of the goals and objectives that were being pursued. This project started almost 30 years ago, and the people in town have been managing their own natural resources during all this time. Julian, who was recently elected to preside over the committee charged with managing the day-to-day affairs, then proceeded to show us how big an area we're actually talking about. Close to 22,000 hectares of protected pine forest is run by the indigenous people of this area. We were all very impressed about how much pride they take in their work. It was a real learning experience for all of us.
After the introductions and meeting in a local office, we went on to visit the actual bottling plant that provides water for the communities in the area. The water comes from the river Agua Blanca and is transported to the plant. After putting on some protective gear, we went in. The water is stored in 3 big containers from where it is guided through a series of filters, a UV filter, carbon filter and more. All 20-liter jugs are collected and reused. They are cleaned thoroughly before using them again. First, the insides of the jugs are cleaned. Then the exterior follows and the whole jug is rinsed off. The good thing is that the water that is spilled here is being reused on the fields near the plant. The jugs are put in a sort of car wash for a final rinse and decontamination. Then the bottles are filled with the clean water before they are sealed off. They are sealed off by a lid covered in shrink wrap. Then the bottles are ready for transportation to the local communities or taken back to Oaxaca, where they can be sold on the market.
We all had a great time visiting this water project, and we learned a lot about how access to clean water can really transform a community.
The opportunity to see the project like this in the field has been wonderful. Not only seeing the technical aspects, but also meeting the people who actually run these kind of initiatives. Thank you Ricardo, Julian and the rest of the team.